Hey guys, it is me, Octacannon, and I'm bringing you the second team builder video for the PASL Season 2. This week, we will battle the Abusement Park Azumarill, and I hope we can get another win. Last week it was very good for us, and I hope to continue that trend. The only problem is that we now had a week where no battles were done because we had a few issues with people who couldn't battle, so we gave them one more week to find time to do that, and now we're going to have our second battle. It is week 2, and I saw one really big threat in the enemy team, and that was the Azumarill. I don't really have a lot to deal with it. If it sets up a belly drum, that can get really scary, and I don't have much to handle it, so I brought everything I could. But the rest of my team is really weak to it, so I really have to watch out for that if he brings it, and I think he will bring it because it's so good against my team. It is great against the Aerodactyl, against Victini, Hippowdon, Goodra, Hitmontop, Spiritomb. Yeah, that's the things that are the most scared of it. Also, if it has superpower, it is very good against Cradily and Tauros as well. Mr. Mime doesn't take a hit anyways. And yeah, then we also have Electros and Mega Metagross that could take a hit. But as you may see, I didn't bring Metagross this week because I thought it didn't have a great matchup against most of it. Mega Charizard X is very good against it, Landorus T, uh, Mega Steelix, Golurk. It's just he has too many counters, so I could bring it without worrying. So what I also realized is that once again there's not a great way of getting rid of hazards on the enemy team. He could have a default Ninjask, which would be kinda weird, and also a default Charizard, but I just don't think that he would bring that. So I once again decided to bring the rocks to get some more damage racked up on him, so that I maybe don't have to fear some of the things. Ninjask is probably totally useless if there are rocks. Charizard also doesn't want to switch into them. Shuckle takes a lot of damage. And yes, it's just good also to break possible sashes. You just never know. And if he can't get them away, this is a turn that would be spent perfectly on that. Also, he doesn't have a lot of special attackers. Shaman, Gothitelle, and Meloetta, but that's also not clear if that could be special. But the rest is pretty much guaranteed to be physical, and that's great, so I don't have to bring specific special walls. I have mons that have good special bulk in general, so I can put all of their EVs into the defense, so I can take more hits from the bigger threats on the enemy team. Shaman is of course a threat, so I have to watch out for that. But yeah, the first thing I realized was that I didn't want to bring Mega Metagross, so I decided to bring Mega Aerodactyl. I honestly didn't think that I would bring it this early because I thought I could almost bring Mega Metagross every week, but I thought if there's a battle to bring him, this would be it, because he has great matchups against a lot of the mons. Against Shaman it's great, against Machamp, against Shuckle And also maybe the Pirouette Meloetta form, if he decides to bring that, but he could also hit the normal Meloetta very well. You can see my moves. I took Crunch for Meloetta, for Gothitelle and Golurk to hit them very hard. That is great. I have the Stone Edge for Ninjask, for Shuckle, also to do a lot of damage to anything, because it's stab and it's very strong. Of course I can miss that, but I thought that was a risk that I did need to take, because in general I think my team does not match up that well against his. But we will see. I have Aerial Ace for the Shaman, for the Machamp, also for the Ninjas, because I don't want to miss a Stone Edge on that. And I have the Ice Fang, probably only for Landorus T. And yeah, it could also hit Shaman, but Aerial Ace would be better. Yeah. Oh, the Charizard also gets hit by Stone Edge. So I think he has a pretty good matchup. Azumarill is problematic, but he can't really switch that in, or he takes a lot of damage. And if he takes that a lot of damage, I maybe see what his set is. If he's more bulky, if he's like Belly Drum or maybe Bandit, I see that. That is also really something I need to know. I need to know what set this is. If it's Assault Vested or Bandit or Belly Drum. There could be other things, but I would say that's the three sets that are possible. That I really need to realize that early what set this is. So I know that Aerodactyl is extremely fast, so you would think I didn't need that much investment in speed, but I actually took that so that I can speed tie with an Adamant Scarfed Landorus T after I Mega Evolve. If he brings that in, I Mega Evolve, I can hit it with an Ice Fang, and I once again outspeed it even if it's Scarfed, and even if he intimidates me, I 2-hit KO him with an Ice Fang. If he doesn't have a Yachi Berry or something like that. And if he's physically defensive, I can also see that then and can then switch out because he can do alert to my next Pokemon then. And yeah, it can, I think, 2-shot Shuckle with Stone Edge, it can 2-shot Shaman with Aerial Ace, 2-shot Golurk with a Crunch, and also 1-shot Meloetta and Gothitelle, I think, if they're not invested in defenses. Of course it does absolutely nothing to Mega Steelix, so if he brings that, I do have to play around that. That's also really a big problem on his team. It's mainly the Azumarill and the Mega Steelix that I'm scared of. Also Rampardos could be a problem, but we will see that, how that is going. Yeah, it OHKOs Mega Charizard if it's not bulky. Even if it's Mega Evolved, it OHKOs Mega Charizard with a Stone Edge. Yeah, and it just hits very hard a lot of the month. With 252 Adamant, just to hit everything very hard. I have the 4 in defense just to take maybe an Aqua Jet better, but I wouldn't even take that risk. So, then I thought Rocks. I said that before. I wanted to bring Madness. Madness the Hippowdon, this time without Sandstorm, because I really didn't think it would bring me anything, because Mega Steelix is extremely strong anyways, and I don't want to give that thing a Sand Force boost for his attacks, because that would totally destroy me. And also Landorus, and Shuckle, and Golurk, and Rampardos, they are all good in the sand, so I really didn't want to bring it, but I wanted to bring Madness because it can soak up hits. It is not 2-hit KO'd by a Choice Bandit Aqua Jet. from the Azumarill. So I can stall that out with the slack off with the leftovers. So he can't do anything to me. Then I can set up the Stealth Rocks to hit everything very good. Earthquake is just there to do damage to anything. It does a lot of damage to the Mega Charizard, to the Rampardos. It actually OHKOs Rampardos. And it's just good to have to hit everything. Of course, Mega Steelix, even if it's super effective, wouldn't take a lot, but it doesn't have any recovery, so I'm thankful for every damage I can get on that thing. Rock Slide is there to just hit the ninjas or the Landorus T, maybe the Charizard, if it's not Mega Evolved or something, I don't know. And Shuckle is super effective, but Shuckle is... I really don't see him bringing Shuckle because it does nothing apart from setting up hazards. And therefore, I brought another... Oh yeah, I also have fully invested defense and HP. I didn't need the good nature for the defense because I could easily take the 2 Aqua Jets and also the 1 Waterfall from a Choice Banded Azumarill, so I thought let's pack it into special defense, maybe it can bring me anything. I also got stuff about taking hits from Shaman, but he wouldn't, she wouldn't even do that if she was fully invested in special defense. So I thought about, yeah, I can deal with Shaman otherwise, so I don't really care about that. Yeah. Now we come to the Shuckle. Now it's not really a problem. I did bring LL Cruel J though. Oh, it doesn't have a gender. It has to be male. So, but yeah, LL Cruel J just to spin the rock. He can set up rocks with Golurk, I think with Rampardos, with Mega Steelix, with Shuckle, with Landorus T. He has so much rockers. He can bring the Sticky Web with Shuckle, the Spike. I don't know, everything. And if he really decides to bring hazards, I think Stealth Rocks is a must. Look at this team. He has to bring rocks if he has so many Stealth Rock Pokemon. But yeah, I really don't like rocks on my field with the Mega Aerodactyl, with the Victini that comes later that is going to switch around. I'm just not a huge fan of having hazards on my side. So I decided to bring the Rapid Spin again. Of course I had the option of going for Hitmontop, but this is just a horrible matchup against this team. Just because of Ninjask and Gothitelle, Meloetta, Azumarill, Landorus T, it's just awful. Golurk also. So I decided to bring LL Cruel J again, because it has really proven to be a very good mon in my opinion. Last season, okay, in the last battle he didn't do anything, but it's just really something I know I can rely on. Get the rocks away, use Scald, do whatever you want, get maybe some burns. Scald is great for the Steelix, does a bit of damage, can get the burn. Landorus can get the burn, does damage. Charizard, Golurk, Rampardos. I think I can also... No, I don't think I can OHKO Rampardos with it, but that's okay. No, the Rampardos is also a problem, but it's not that big of a problem because Rampardos is really easy to handle. Madness totally was it can't do anything. So I don't really see a big problem there. I also brought the Sludge Bomb because it can hit the Shaman, which I'm a bit scared of. And it can also poison some things if they switch it in. Mirror Coat is there to deal a bit better with the Psychic types, which are the special attackers, and also with the Shaman. Shaman, I calced everything, and I of course have the 252 in HP, and then I put everything into defense because the special defense is good as it is, and I calc everything. I can live psychics and earth powers, and also seed flares from shaman really good. I don't get 2-hit KO'd by it. Also, that's why I have the recovery from the black sludge, and I can hit that back with a mirror code, and then it isn't a problem. It can't rest or whatever it wants to do. It can. I just didn't want that. I also didn't bring the Liquid Ooze this time because he could bring a Leech Seed or Giga Drain Shaman. Yeah, that would have been very good then. But I think the Clear Body would be better because I can switch it in if there are maybe sticky webs up from the Shackle, and I want to switch that in. For example, against the Azumarill, that's also why I packed the Sludge Bomb, because I can 2-hit KO that, and I'm also faster than it. So I can switch it in. If it uses a belly drum, I can hit it then with a sludge bomb, live anything he wants to. That is my biggest counter to the Azumarill. This kinda cruel. And that's why I really want to outspeed it. Because if I get switched onto Sticky Web, get my speed lowered, and he maybe has some investments then or something, and he outspeeds me, that would be horrible. So I thought I can switch it onto the sticky webs and don't get my speed lowered with a clear body, so that I don't have to fear this. I do not get special defense drops from Psychic or Earth Power or Seed Flare, which is great. The Intimidate, I don't really care about that. But that's just what I thought would be very good. And yeah, that's why I decided to bring LL Cruel J. There's nothing more to say about that. But I also have another, maybe not that good counter to Azumarill, but I thought it would be very good. Sorry for that. And this is Aloe. Another NU pick now that I bring, and I thought I could use that very well because of the Storm Drain. So if it is maybe really a choice banded Azumarill, I switch that into a Aqua Jet or a Waterfall, and I get the Storm Drain boost, and then it has to switch out because it can't do anything. I can use Giga Drain to get maybe some health back or whatever. I can use Recover. I can Ancient Power to maybe get some boosts, and that is also a very good Azumarill counter if it gets locked in. If not, I have to look how to handle that because it can also pack the superpower. But if it uses superpower, it gets his attack lowered, which is great for me. I do have the 64 investments, so that I can outspeed it if it has no speed investments. I also packed 4 more because he maybe packed 4 so that he wouldn't get speed crapped or something, just to be sure. So if he has no speed investments, I can outspeed it. I can then go for a Giga Drain and do a lot of damage, and then maybe get hit by a superpower, but live it and go for another Giga Drain or recover or whatever I want. So I think I can stall that out. If it doesn't predict me, if I get switched in and it hits me with a choice banded superpower, that could be very, very bad. Yeah, I also have this thing physically bulky as well. All my walls are physically bulky because I have the very good special bulk in general, because the Cradily has good base special defense, Tentacruel also, and the Goodra, which I will come to, also has great special defense, so I don't need to have any investments in them. I have also the Ancient Power, just maybe to get some boost and hit things like the Ninjask, like the Charizard, like the Shuckle. Yeah, I know it's not that great, but it can work, I think. I have the Hidden Power Ice for the Lando T, I don't really know if I need that. I also think I'm gonna change that. I really think I'm gonna change that because I could take Toxic maybe to stall some things out. I think that Toxic would actually be better when I think about it. So I changed that and I think that would be good. Yeah, there's nothing more to say about that. The Giga Drain is great for the Azumarill just to get health back from anything I wanted. Super effective on Golok, on Rampardos. Yeah, I don't think I need the HPI to hit the Lando. I can deal with that otherwise. So now I'm coming to the more offensive threats. I really thought I had to bring some more bulk against that team because I really wasn't sure, and I really am not sure if I get into the battle as well, when I get into the battle as well. So I need some bulk so that I can see what he does. I have never played against him, against Oswald, so I first have to see how he plays, and I hope that with some more bulk I can figure that out and see what sets he has, so then I can specifically bring my offensive depth in when I know they are safe. I also think that I have to sacrifice Mons this time because I don't see a lot of Mons where I can safely switch in some of my Pokemon. Maybe Madness can switch into something and Aloe, but we'll see that. We can now go on to the offensive threats, and I thought about Zeke. I first really wanted to be Choice Scarf so that I can outspeed Choice Scarf Landorus, but then I thought that then I calced everything and I realized that I needed I always needed a bit more power to OHKO some of the mobs. And I thought I would be so sad if all of the mons live with such little HP every time. So I thought about his team and I looked at it and I saw that nothing is really very fast. The only thing that can now outspeed me with the 252 speed is the Landorus if he's jolly or if it's fully invested in speed and jolly, or it is Scar, or the Shaman if it is fully invested in timid, and a speed type if it's not timid. And anything else is really slow apart from Ninjask, but Ninjask is just a bad Pokemon in my opinion. Um, yeah, that would be very bad if I now get beaten by it, but I just don't think that makes any sense to bring that anyways. So I thought I'd pack the expert belt on it and the naughty nature. I wanted to bring adamant, but then I thought glaciate would be very great for the Lando. I 2-hit KO that. Then if I would have been adamant, that would have been a roll, and I didn't want that. So I took naughty nature to do as much damage as I can. Bolt strike destroys Zumarill now. It destroys Ninjask. Uh, Glaciate to it kills Landorus. It can slow some stuff if it gets switched in, so that can also guarantee me to outspeed that, even if it's Scarfed. Apart from maybe Scarfed Shaman. V-Create is extremely strong. It OHKOs of course the Shaman, and it does a lot of damage to the Steelix. It just does very much damage to anything, maybe apart from the Charizard. Even Rampardos really takes a lot of it, and it is resisted. It OHKOs also Machamp without the Expert Belt boost of course, so that's also why I didn't bring the Psychic type move. And then I picked the U-turn. It's good against Gothitelle, against Meloetta, against Shaman. With the spread I have, it also does a lot of damage. It's not only for switch initiative, but also it's just great to get switch initiative. Yeah, that's not a really surprising set or something, but I think it will work very well, because I also brought a lot of expert build Victinis last season, and they put in the finest of work, and I really don't think that will be any different from last season. I also can bluff this Scarf maybe, so they think I'm locked in. I maybe go for the Bolt Strike and kill the Azumarill. Then he thinks he can bring in the Landorus, and I hit it with the Glaciate. Maybe. I don't really think I would do that actually, because that would be a bit risky, because he could kill me then. I don't live in Earthquake from an offensive Landorus. From a defensive I do. So maybe that would be a possibility, but then I need to know what his set is first. But you know what I mean, I can bluff the Scarf. He may think I'm locked in, but I'm not, and can hit him with a surprise move. And then I'm at the last mon, that's Barney. This time I'm bringing the standard Assault Vest Goodra, because it works. I didn't think I had to bring the Zap Zipper because of the Shaman. I also thought that Gooey would be better because of the many physical threats he has. The Azumarill can't hit me without getting Gooeyed. Also, the thing is, Mega Charizard. If it doesn't have a Dragon Dance, I can switch in Goodra if I'm sure he doesn't go for a Dragon move. Oh, if I catch him on a Dragon Dance, yeah, that's risky. But if I know he goes for Flare Blitz or Earthquake, no, maybe not Earthquake, but and if I know he goes for the Flare Blitz, I switch in Barney, he takes a hit, and Mega Charizard gets slowed. I am then faster than him and kill him with a Draco. That's a reason why I picked Gooey. I also have Gooey because of the Azumarill maybe, Machamp, it's maybe a Choice Scarf Machamp, I can take a hit from it, and then I'm faster. Yeah, I think it works. Even if his team isn't that fast, I really didn't think I needed the Zap Zipper, because I thought I had other ways of dealing with Shaman. But anyways, the Draco Meteor for the Charizard and simply for everything, with the 252 Modest, 252 HP and 4 defense. Yeah, standard spread, standard item, pretty standard moveset, but I think it will work. It kills the Machamp with the Draco Meteor if it's not assault vested. It just hits everything very hard. Fire Blast is there for the Steelix, for the Ninjask, for the Shaman. Yup, it hits very hard because it's Fire Blast, Ice Beam for the Shaman, for the Landorus. It of course OHKOs Landorus with that. For the Golduck, for the Ninjas, Thunderbolt, for Ninjas. The only mon I really brought that for is the Azumarill to hit that, to OHKO that if it's not assault vested. And Barney just does a lot of damage. If I know I can bring him in, he's also not that slow, so I can still outspeed a lot of the enemy mon. And yeah, that's my team. You can tell me in the comments what you think of it. I know that it's not as great as last week's team, in my opinion, but I really think I had to do this in order to really get the most of my team against his, because I think his team is very good against mine. I really see him bringing the Azumarill, the Landorus, the Mega Steelix, the Shaman. Yeah, that's the 4 months I really think he brings, because they're very good against my team. Maybe the Machamp would also be working, but that would be a bit risky, because if I would bring the Spiritomb, that would be very good. Hippowdon also is really good against that. Mega Metagross, Mr. Mime can also deal with it. Yeah, kind of okay. Victini, I don't really see him bringing Machamp. He would surprise me if he brings the Mega Charizard X over the Mega Steelix. I think he would bring one of the Psychic Mons, Meloetta or Gothitelle, and maybe he brings Golduck or Rampardos. But really, the 4 months: Azumarill, Landorus, Shaman, Mega Steelix. That is what I think he brings. But anyways, I am very hyped for the battle. Although I'm not that confident as last week, but I still think we can pull out the win if we just know what we have to do. We don't have one clear win condition, but I know what I have to watch out for, and I think we can pull off another win here and go for the 2-0. If you like my team building, then give me a like. You can subscribe for more team building, and also the battles, of course. I think I will put the team builder and the battle together once again, so that I have a video that's about 40 minutes long maybe. Last time it was a very short battle, so it was only 35 minutes, but I think this would be the longer battle. I think it's still not long enough itself to do one extra video, so I will put that together, and I will be back with the battle in a very short time. Bye. Hey guys, here we are with the battle, and we'll go right into it. So we see the Azumarill, I predicted that. He also brought Charizard and Steelix, so that's interesting. Machamp, Meloetta, Shaman, and yeah. The Azumarill is a big problem. So I don't really know what I want to lead with. I think I see no default. So maybe I just want to start with Madness. I think I'll do that. And get up the rocks. Victini would also be a good choice. I will see. Charizard. Yeah, I think I can one-shot that. No, it could be X, but I don't mind that. Okay. That's some solid damage. Now I'm just gonna slack off. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think I can win that exchange. I'm just gonna slack off again. He's not a noob, it could have worked. I actually did expect him to bring the Mega Steelix, and this not being a Mega. Yeah, now I don't really agree with what he's doing. But okay, it's my best play to just slack off. If he gets a crit, that may be bad for me, but why shouldn't I slack off? Yeah, that's great. So now I actually think I don't really need. Holy shit. Oh, what do I do? Yeah, I need to switch out. I need to switch out. Yeah, I knew he would do that. But I could take, I think, 2 Aqua Jets, and I'm just going for the Sludge Bomb because I'm faster. Yeah, knockoff will kill me. So the question is he fast? Or no? I don't know if an Aqua Jet would kill me. I have to see if he's fast. If he has no speed, I'm faster. That's not good. He can sweep me with that. He can easily sweep me with that. Yeah, I gave him a free switch into the Azumarill. I hope he doesn't have speed investment, so I do outspeed him. Yes! Great! The speed investments did their job. I knew that would be a great idea, because he maybe would pack everything into bulk. I'm so glad that thing is out. That was the biggest threat. I want to tell him that I did that. So what does he want to do? He's probably just gonna dynamic punch. Yeah, I don't even need this thing anymore. This was the only thing I needed for. So that thing is on a timer. He can just dynamic punch me or bullet punch me. I don't care. I can just bring in this thing. Or do I live a bullet punch? Why did I even do that? Oh, I switch out. That was not very intelligent from me. That was unnecessary damage. I don't know why I did that though. That was not smart. That was really not. Oh my god. Yeah, that was so dumb. I don't even know why I did that. That is horrible. Let's see if we can still pull out the window. I have Gooey. I don't care. I have to switch out. If I only had Zap Zipper. I can't go for the Fire Blast. I don't. That was really. Oh my god, that was so dumb. If I lose that, that is 100% my misplay. That is horrible. That's so dumb. Yeah, Victini was very, very useful, and I just killed that. The Powdon, I don't think it does anything for me. I should have maybe sacked that. I could have taken Machamp on with the Powdon easily. Wow. Wow, sorry for that, Hex. I'm sorry. So, an Ice Beam should take it out. It does. Okay, so that's one threat out of the way. Oh, he brings that in? I mean, okay. That is great for me. You know, I'm gonna Ice Beam it. Yeah, I'm sorry. He misclicked. I can't do anything about that. But that's great, this thing is out as well. Gudra putting in the work. Ariana Grande comes in, firing off a Draco. He's faster, obviously. But I'll lift that and get a Draco off. Wow, that is assault vested. That is 100% assault vested. But I have the crunch. And if it's this bulky, I may not take it out. But I do. Wow, that was way closer than I wanted it to be. But anyways, GG to Aswad. Was a great battle. Yeah, complaining about the misclick. I don't really think it would have made a lot of a big difference. He could have killed me, then I would have taken him out with the powder. Maybe, yeah, I maybe would have lost this. Only a point of differential. But that's the game. I knew the Steelix and the Azumarill were gonna be a problem, and he also realized that. But the good thing is I did very well with Gudra. I'm sorry for the burn though. That only meant that I could go for the Ice Beam and didn't have to risk a Fire Blast that could have missed. But yeah, that was very unfortunate. No, it wasn't unfortunate. It was a bad play of me, even sending Aerodactyl in. Even though I said in the team preview that Victini can one-shot Machamp with the V-Create, and I knew it wasn't Scarf, so I could have just brought in that. And I could have also let Tamo in there, because he could have lifted Bullet Punch. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. That was pretty much the only thing I didn't like about the battle. The misclick and the burn, that is unfortunate, but that's Pokemon. And I am really glad that we won this because, as I said, his team is very good against mine. Mostly because of the Azumarill and the Steelix, but I had ways to handle them. And yeah, I think that's it for now. We get our second win. Who got the kills? Let's see. Yeah, Victini did nothing. Tentacruel only did the damage. Credilli got a kill. Yeah. Do I count that as a kill for Hippowdon when Charizard kills itself? I will just do that. So he gets a kill. Tamo gets a kill. Gudra gets 2 kills. Yeah. But that was a very good battle. GG to Aswad. I really had to pull some shenanigans with a speed creep Credilli to win that battle. So in the end, would have been better if I brought the Sepsipa, but on the Gudra, but yeah, you never know that before. So yeah, our next battle is, I think, against Rorim and the Toronto Typhlosions. I'm in the middle of preparing my team, so that is gonna be also a good match. That's, I think, gonna be sooner as well. There was a pretty long time between the first and the second match, but I am glad that it worked so well. And the preparation did really pay off. So I'm hoping you liked the battle and the team builder, and give me a like if you liked it. Write a comment of what I could have done better apart from the thing with the Machamp. And I'm really glad that didn't cost me. And also subscribe if you want to see more battles. I also did a new format called Theme Team Thursdays, so maybe you can watch that as well. I think the first episode was really entertaining, and yeah, you can also follow me on Amino. I have some stuff there that is not on YouTube that you maybe want to watch as well. So thank you for watching this battle, and until the next one. So stay tuned for that.